Moment. Just fade that out. Okay, so using the world's worst record player, that was a song called Toronto Mass by an artist called Luna 7 on a record label from Barbados called TREX Records, not TREX, not Mark Bolan, but TREX. I don't know anything about Luna 7. I don't know anything about, I mean, the writing credit there, S. Francisco. Can that be right? San Francisco? Don't know. But I like this record a lot. And I bought it many years ago in an old flea market in St Leonard's in East Sussex. Along with another one I found on the same label. Again, these are from, let me see, Made in Barbados by West Indies Records. This record here is by an artist called Clarence Thompson, 2+1. On one side of it, it's got a date on this one for a change, 1979. On one side of it, Beautiful Barbados, which is a very sort of slow. It could have been done by the Barbados Tourist Board. It's like oh, beautiful Barbados, gem of the Caribbean Sea. And on the other side, a song called Norman and Audrey. Writing credit on that one, R. Nelson, possibly Ricky Nelson. Just play a snatch of that. I really like the rhythms on these records. Again, on a rather Luna 7 one, you see it's a plain blue label that's been. Oh, this one's been stamped, Luna 7 one. This one's been printed, but these do seem to be made on the cheap. And there's one more that I've got, which I got a little bit later. I can't remember where. Again, this one by an artist called The Escorts. Loving Feeling on one side, Sixpence on the other. A white label with a stamp on it. I think, if I remember rightly, I think this might have come out again in the UK. I'm sure I've seen licensed copies for the UK. Sixpence. Apologies, the cat is scratching up the record box. Hero. No. Sixpence is pretty much a kind of like dirty song, like a rugby song, school kids song. But Loving Feeling, I'll play it. It's a bit pressed off centre, so give us a sec on this one. I will just show you that the cat is. Thanks, Hero. She's glaring at me. Oh, great stuff. Yeah. Like I say, three records that I happened to find randomly. Didn't know anything about the bands. Don't know anything about TREX Records apart from it's from Barbados. But they're all brilliant. I really like the rhythms. It's difficult to research in the UK, but I don't know if these are examples of a Barbadian music. It appears to be called spooge, S-P-O-U-G-E. It's difficult even to find contemporary compilations of spooge music. So I don't know if these are examples of that, or if they just come under the sort of net of sort of calypso music. But one day I would like to go to, it'd be brilliant to go, I mean I've never been to Barbados, wouldn't it be brilliant to go to Barbados and just visit a load of stalls and record shops and flea markets and just pick up loads of this stuff. I'd love to do that. Actually, thinking about it, a friend of mine, for his birthday one year when I was sharing a flat, was given by one of my other mates an LP he'd found in a flea market, and it was on this label, and it was like there was a photo on the front of the band. There was like a 12-15 piece band, and it was all this kind of big brass calypso rhythmic stuff, but it had like something like it was like 1970s, so something like a Moog synthesizer or something playing on all the tracks. Brilliant album. Hey, I don't know what it was. Wish I had it, but I can't even tell you what the artist was. But I remember we listened to it a lot, and it's just like, this is great. I've forgotten who it was. TREX Records, trademark quality. Yes, so I'd like to go to the Caribbean one day and pick a load of this stuff up. I don't know if it's ever going to happen, but if you're watching this on the internet, well, of course you're watching this on the internet. If you're an eccentric millionaire and you enjoy watching random videos on the internet and like tipping videos, then hey, tip these videos, and I promise I'll spend any money received on a Caribbean holiday, which seems fair, doesn't it? I mean, research, obviously. I mean, just as if I'd gone on a free holiday. What kind of influencer do you think these people are? But yes, yeah. Tip away. You're not going to. But if you know anything about TREX Records or any of these artists, or have some yourself, jump in the comments and let us know. They are brilliant. They are just great records. I mean, obviously, they don't turn up much unless you're frequenting record stalls a lot. It's flea market stuff, but yeah. I think if I had a radio show, which I don't, I would use, I'll go back to it, I would use Toronto Mass by Luna 7 as my intro and outro music, because I think it just works. So, to finish, I'm going to just fade it up as if we're like saying goodbye and going into the news. So, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.